Alright, it is time for the final day of our Funkzone Maya. So, last time, real quick, I did get the sniper rifle called the Annie from Hyperius. It just shoots nukes. That's pretty much all it does. It's really good damage, so it does kind of just dunk on dudes. But beyond that, my plan for the day is to rush out Tina DLC and to rush out Torg DLC, go ahead and fight dragons, go ahead and fight Pyro Pete, and then maybe if we have time left over, go to Son of Craw, farm out Craw a little bit. But that's really all we need to do. We've found what works. The Raging Bull is really good for our flat damage. The State of Matter is really good for just ticking out raid bosses like instantly. The Orona and the Mind Flayer and the Siren are kind of just here to hang out. The Orona is pretty fun. The idea of running Phase Lock and throwing Scorn at stuff is pretty neat, but I can't really abuse it for raid bossing too much. So it's kind of just left to the wayside there. I do still want to use the Mind Flayer for some sort of like chain reaction kill. That could be pretty cool, but I don't know exactly what we're going to use it against, but I do want to try to use that. And then the Siren's just kind of the Siren still, so no point in really using that. So yeah, that pretty much covers everything I want to cover. Our Charge Perforator is an OP10 one with 8% more shock damage than the old one, but like that really isn't going to feel... It might feel pretty good, I don't really know. But I don't expect it to be too much different. And we're really just going to run around just kind of throwing nukes at people today. Potentially downing ourselves too, every once in a while. Ooh. Since I have this much speed, can I just run up through that gate before it even closes? If you're fast enough, you can. Yes. Nice. Okay. That's so much damage. Yeah, that's gotta be over damage cap. Okay. Okay, maybe not quite. Not as crazy as I thought, but still really high. Honestly, is it worth just... That's so dumb. It only works whenever they get close enough, but like... Yeah. Yeah, okay. And just kinda... Yeah, you know... That seems pretty good. That might be a little strong. And Goldie the Flesh Boss. Yeah. Okay, we'll actually have to figure something out. Never mind. Okay, well. Cool. Okay. Can we please one-shot Sorcerer's Daughter so she can't do her immune phases? We will apply Slag. Sprint. Thank goodness. Alright. This is now the best mod I've ever played. I don't have to deal with immune phases on Sorcerer's Daughter. Cool. Oh, the Charge Perforator. Alright. Boop. Throw a ball. And... boop. And one last boop. Okay. So, I think dragons is gonna feel pretty chill. I think it'd be really fun if we could try to get them all to fly close to us, and then just throw something at our own foot, and then see if we just clip all of them at the same time. That's the plan. Okay, so here is the entire plan. Do that. Hold on, we're good. There we go. Dragon fight is done. Easy. No problem. Alright, so we got a Butcher, and a Godfinger, and a Stinger. Hammerbuster, and Equalizer. Alright. Onward to Torg DLC. And this is practically the same thing as just using the Norfleet. It's just way higher risk. I kind of want to try to use the Ares again. We used it towards the beginning of the playthrough, and it carried really, really hard, so I want to just feel how it feels again. Maybe I could even use it on Pete, since it has a little bit of every element. We'll see. Okay, so I realized that Pete resists explosive. Oh my goodness. But yeah, I figured I would test this anyway. We will be using the Ares for the raid kill though, maybe, if it works. Oh, right. Wait, I remember this. My brain was like, what am I looking at? But no, I know what this is. Hold on. Let's go outside. It is apparently very high projectile speed. This thing. Yeah, this was something. Does it do self-damage? No. Okay. I couldn't remember. I love that most of my big damage sources late game consist of either being rockets or literal nukes. Alright, it's time for the death race. When you start the death race, just spawn in a new car, immediately start driving away. The countdown will still go down, and you save yourself a couple of seconds. You can also use a barrel technical because it has the fastest boost in the game. Just a couple things to try to save time on this. I know tier 3 can be a little hard for people. You already know what I gotta do here. Never mind, I missed a little bit. There we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, the bike's still alive. There we go. Fight done. Boop. Nice. Alright. Nice. And then piston. Yeah. Cool. Okay. Oh, right. Oh. Maybe I don't want to use the Ares for this. Maybe I want to do our kill skill damage. Because this is... Yeah, Pete's bar is really, really good for stacking. That's what I was gonna... Okay. Man. Okay, we're changing our plan up. I'm gonna try to go for kill skill first, and then we'll just deal damage after. Although I'm only gonna have 20 seconds to get down there, because apparently Thoughtlock is not adding an extra 20 like it's supposed to. So instead of being a 40-second timer, it's only the normal 20. Okay. So there we go. Up on down, press thing. I guess that doesn't matter, but we're put on the Eurona. It's a pretty big chunk. And then let's just use that Tunguska replacement. We do have a drunk effect. Okay. Now we know. Oh yeah, also Pete has hands in this mod. So we gotta stay a little ways away from him. Okay. So we lost all of our stacks. I'm just gonna just kind of try it out. Okay. It's time for Pocket ICBM. Even that's not doing a whole awful lot. Okay. That's fair. We'll just switch over to a dot build. We're not as reliant on our movement speed, but we still get extra damage for moving. So get a couple stacks. Start fights. Make purple. Shoot man. And just try to live. Okay. So that works a lot better. And there we have it. No problem. Yeah, we can also get a hoplite, which would actually give us a ton of extra dot damage. Also, that skin looks kind of sick. I'm just going to put it out there. But yeah, this will give us a ton of extra dot damage because of State of Matter. Yeah, okay. So Pete's a little thick, but that's a non-issue. You know, he doesn't probably have a whole lot of stuff. He's kind of just made to be a little funny and a little fast. But yeah, Pete done. Okay, this just leaves us with the Son of Craw. Oh no, it's normal story Craw. There we go. So we'll probably still have to deal with immunity phases. Oh, do you dot? Also, your name is Voidling? That's kind of sick. Okay, we got a minor dot to apply for a split second. I don't know if dot is going to be the build. It looks like just moving around and shooting is probably safer. So, time to switch to that, I guess. Okay, I was questioning whether or not Major Mong would be able to put in work. Yes, it does. Of course it does. What am I thinking? It always does. Shout out Major Mong. If you didn't have immune phases, that would have been it. But also, cool. Glad that this works. I didn't think he was out of the ground. Okay. Well, Raw's dead. Feels good. So, I guess from here, apparently Veracitus has a couple more drops that exist. And then beyond that, I kind of just wanted to mess with chain reaction for a second, because we've never had a good reason to, considering all the rest of our builds are so filthy. But we could at least shoot like bunker or something. Anything, really. Okay, so we've maxed out Indiscriminate. 25% chance to ricochet with phase lock active, an extra 15% passively, so that's 40. And then we get an extra 25% chance from this class mod, alongside a decent amount of ricochet damage dealt. So it'll be stacking damage, kind of like what Boar does. And then just an overall general build, that's basically what we already had. So let me just run up top, shoot, well, phase lock, and then shoot. Phase lock this guy in the back of the map. Yep, that seems about right. Okay. Let's go test this out in like a mobbing scenario. Let's go to like Bloodshot, or I don't even know where really. Nowhere super duper dense where you'd need this amount of chain reaction. But we'll find something. We're gonna chain react the Black Queens that are in here, because you can actually stack them relatively easily, and it's very satisfying. Although at the same time, I can't really phase lock either of the two of them, because then they won't be considered an enemy that can be reflected on. But that was gross. They only managed to spawn one thing. Kind of thanks to Charge Perforator a little bit, but still nice. Yeah. I mean, with this, with Infernal Wish on, you can kind of just, not guaranteed reflect, but like have a really, really good chance. So this is super fun. Apparently we have a good chance of spawning in Vermi. So we're also going to do that before farming Vora. Oh, he's here. Okay, so we are going to grab... First off, we'll do this. Second off, now I'll grab you. Now we kind of just have to wait until he lands and hopefully get him near a Crystalisk. There we go. It took a second, but we got the chain reaction to kick in. Okay, so we went from pretty much a full health Vermi to a non-existent Vermi. Very, very nice. Oh, hey, the Skull Masher. Okay. Wait. Why is... Interesting. Cool. So, is this supposed to be a hybrid? This has to be the hybrid. Interesting. Hold on. Boop. Yep. Literally just run in, shoot, run out. Interactive gameplay. Ooh. New item. Deer's Eye. No one is going to protect me. High crit Hyperion Sniper? With a pretty decent reload. It's very snappy, honestly. Okay. Interesting. And yeah, that zoom in speed is like instant. So, okay, that's kind of neat. Okay, so apparently the deer that we're using is supposed to slowly leech health away from you, but it's set to 500. So 500 health. So if your character has like any amount of passive health regen, you're not going to notice like we didn't. So that's neat. Just something to keep in mind, I guess. Oh, we got the Becca. That's definitely not the dedicated drop. But it's still nice to see a Becca. Okay, I guess the Becca was intended as one of the drops, so cool. We have a Becca now. Okay, got it. Alright, so we've been farming Vora for a while, but we've gone ahead and just cheated a little bit and gotten the uncertainty principle. So this item... What? Is that just reflecting? Wait. Also, I love the burst fire. This is ridiculous. Apparently the effect changes slightly based off of what barrel it has. So Torque Barrel is the basic version of the gun. Tidor gives it ammo regen, Jacobs buffs the max damage but reduces the burst count, Off gives a bigger burst, and Bandit gives more bounces to the weapon. Okay, I see. Interesting. Well, let me put on this. Okay. This is pretty neat. I like this. Also, yeah, the splash on the bounces is really, really large. So this makes sense to me. Okay. So, Bloodshot's pretty close quarters. And I do have to imagine this gun would be more fun on Axton, or probably even a Krieg could do a bunch of stupid stuff with this. Buff the mag size a ton, get Bloodbath going. Because this is already pretty nutty, just on Maya here. And yeah, I don't think I'd be using it for raiding. At least not on her. But it's pretty fun. Okay. Well, this is about all I had planned overall. I didn't really plan on like doing anything more. We've hit OP 10. We've found out how to basically fry every raid boss. We found out that the dot build with the charge perforator, which are actually the two items I was most interested in whenever picking out this mod, really, really good combo. That's pretty much it. Funkzone is pretty fun. I do like the absurdity of it. I like the fact that it leans into your exaggerated damage. You probably just end up relying on a couple of crutch items that are substantially more OP than a lot of the other base game or like vanilla, regular, unchanged items. But the items still all feel pretty good. Everything that's not tampered with is still like at least of its vanilla value, if not better, depending on build. So yeah, I'd say this has just been a fun mod. Day 7.